That this offseason, I think like Coach Tucker said, it always starts in the weight room. So we got a full year or full offseason with this training staff and Coach Novak. So I think that's one thing that's going to help us. And then also too is we know our assignments better, so we're not out there worrying about what we're doing, worrying about how the opponent is attacking us. And I just think that as a team, we're ready for this season. Just everything I think is a lot better this season. I think that the thing with that I think is we know what we're doing now, so you know better, so you must do better. So I think that since we know what we're doing, now it's on us to do the right thing. We're not out there second guessing ourselves and different things like that. So just the off season of being able to be with this coaching staff and kind of understand not just what we're doing, but why we're doing it. And I think that allows us and the whole defense, and I really think the whole team, to play faster and play more confident.
I couldn't have said that better myself. Guys just are understanding what their job is and doing their 111th, and coaches setting the expectation, and learning from our mistakes from last season, and the transfers and the freshmen are learning that too. So I feel like we're understanding what we're doing and why we're doing it.
Going into game week, Coach Tucker, he always preaches, and the whole staff does, it's about us. It's about what we do in our room. And then just playing physical, playing with pad level, different things like that. So Coach Tucker, I think his approach is usually what can we do? And then later in the week, as game week approaches, we try to focus more on what the opponent does. But I think it starts with us, because those are the things that we can control.
A lot like what Michael said, I feel like, it's all about us, and, we can't beat ourselves. If the guy's going to beat us, he's going to beat us just because he's just playing out better than us. We can't beat ourselves. We got to do our job, do what we're taught, and understand why we're doing it, like we were saying. And, Coach Tucker, his intensity has not changed since the day he stepped on campus. He's a ball of energy, and, that dude just doesn't stop, and he's going to get the best out of every single person.
Directly called even kill. I think it's more of just keep going. Coach Tucker, like Drew said, Coach Tucker says it will never stop. The intensity that he brings, the intensity that the coaching staff brings, is going to never stop. And, that helps us as players to not get satisfied. It helps us as players to keep reaching, to keep coming in. If it's 1% better each and every day, picking one thing to get better at. And I think that's something that we're trying to do here at Michigan State.
Just a game that we got to play our best, and the team that makes the least amount of mistakes will win the game at the end of the day. And that's what we've been preaching all practice. Do your job, and just play fast, know what to do, and we'll be successful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think kind of what Drew said. Northwestern's a good team. They're a great team, and it's kind of just backed by what we said earlier. What can we control? And as a defense, we write down, we have goals, things that we could control, and if we focus on those, we think that we'll be all right, and we'll just keep trying to go out there each and every play and do the best we can.
I feel like we don't really have an element of surprise. We got what we got, and we're gonna come into Northwestern Stadium and just play our heart out. Our guys, we prepared, all summer for this and all spring also, and I feel very confident, in the team that we have, and I know we can be successful. We just got to play good complementary football, and keep it consistently.
Yeah, I think it's kind of what Drew said. Playing complementary football. Coach Tucker said the other day, we're not a team of all transfers. We're not a team of just a whole bunch of transfers put together. We are a team, and that's built in the weight room, different things like that. So I don't really think that there's too much element of surprise. I think that we're going to try to go out there, we're going to play tough football, and we're just going to play together. And like Drew said, we're going to go out there each and every play and do the best we can. Yeah, I think that, we all have to be on the same page. Coach Tucker, he always says, sign and co-sign. So if you get a call, recall it. Just talk. And then also, being on the same page, a lot of that starts in the film room too. So if it's younger guys or if it's transfers, trying to get everyone on the same page So when we are out there and we get a call, we can recall it and we can play fast and everybody's on the same page.
I think there's any difference at all, no matter what we play. We take it week by week, and our goal is to go 1-0 every week. And we prepare for any opponent, regardless if they're Big Ten or out of conference. We treat them all the same, and we prep for them the same.
Yeah, I agree with Drew. No matter what, if we're playing an out of conference team or in conference team, it's still going to be the guys in our room that's going to go and play that game. So when we know that, we know that we got to take each opponent, very seriously and just attack. So I just think that is something that we're trying to do as a team.
I'm excited for fans to get back in the stadium. They do bring a boost of energy in critical situations, I feel like. Just being able to interact with them again and, outside of football also, it just means the world to, that Spartan Nation's got our back.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is, I think that a lot of, I can speak for myself, taking that for granted, having fans and having a fan base such as Michigan State, that's something that I know I'm not going to take for granted. So there's definitely a level of excitement to know that you're going to go out there and we're going to have 60,000 people out here in the stadium or wherever we go in the Big Ten, that there's going to be a fan base, a good fan base. And, two is when we go on the road, we know that the momentum the fan base might not be for us. So we got to be stronger as a group, because we're going to be the ones out there playing and whatnot. Coach Barnett and Coach Till, they're two great defensive backs coach. And, they really try to preach and coach to us where, it's kind of like I said, everyone knows the same positions. Everyone knows, we're a group, right? So all those positions are interchangeable. So we all just try to be on the same page because then it's a plug and play. You can have a different guy playing a different position and things like that. So just being in the film room and soaking up all the information from those two coaches and then relaying it with the teammates that you have out there, the guys in the secondary that are out there. I feel good about being nickel, safety, or whatever it is, and I know everyone in the room feels that same way too.
Well, I feel like, Northwestern's a very good football team. They're a very good football program. So a win to start off the season, I feel like, can set the tone for the rest of the season. And, we prepared very hard this week, and, we're going to keep continuing to build upon those weeks, just trying to keep, just like Coach Tucker has told us countless times, stack each day and make it a good day, and, we'll be successful.
Yeah, I think that, obviously this game is very important on the road at Northwestern. Being able to be one of those, that's the goal, but also the goal is just to keep getting better. Coach Tucker, before the Rutgers game last year, the hay is never in the barn, right? So, we're going to keep trying to keep getting better each and every day up until that point, and then when we go out there on Friday, we're going to put our best foot forward, and the goal is to be 1-0. I say in the defensive backfield, Ronald Williams, he's a transfer, and I think that he's someone who's, not just showed out on the field with his play, but also his voice. He's one of the older guys too, so and we welcome him in, and I think that he gives a lot of leadership in our defensive backfield also.
For me, the big standout is Drew Jordan, the transfer from Duke. And, he's not afraid to speak up. He understands that, he has a role on this team, being the new guy and everything. And, he understood that, he's got to prove himself before he can start, trying to lead and impact people. And, I feel like, he didn't have to do that. He's already done it, with what he's done at Duke. And he's an older guy, and he's got plenty of experience, so I feel like a lot of the young guys look up to him anyway. So